Welcome back to another day in a life video, where in this month it is August. It's finally here. This video I've been waiting to talk about the entire year that we have actually been engaged, and of course it's my engagement surprise, asking Miriam to marry me. In this month's video, I originally had two videos to show you, but in this one I'm going to combine the two and make it into one. I had one video of me creating the ring and another video with the actual engagement surprise. I figured that I would have a little bit more to talk about in this video. But before we get started, I have a special guest who's finally going to join me in this little show, YouTube channel, YouTube video, I don't know. But she's finally here. It took 9 months, took a whole year to convince her to join me for this year. All right, snapping her in. All right, bam, Miriam is here.
Hey guys, happy August 2020.
Yeah, so the plan right now, we're gonna roll the clip here in just a second, and then right after, I'm gonna talk about my insight. She's gonna talk about her insight. All right, roll the clip. All right, is this thing on? Okay, this is attempt number 2 on the process of getting married. I am on my way to the jewelry store to get some information about everything I need to get started with customizing an engagement ring for Miriam. So here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why, but I'm a little nervous right now. So here we go. That was very educational. I learned a lot. I picked a custom ring. I've decided to pick a custom, ring and halo design, and picked a certain diamond and diamond size, and got to a price range where I was comfortable with. And yeah, it was crazy. I might be getting married. They're gonna have it ready in like 3 days, so I'll be back, and then yeah, I'll have a engagement ring to get married. All right guys, so this is it. This is the day I pick up the ring. So it's official, it's done, it's ready, and all I gotta do is walk in there, pick it up, and it's mine. And all I have to do is ask. Alright guys, so we are here. We're back, and this is my ticket to get my ring. I'm yeah, picking up a ring. Holy crap, yo. I am an owner of a diamond. Ooh-wee. I just want to frame this. This is crazy. Yeah, man, that rock is gorgeous, and she deserves it. And for her to, stick with me, I love that woman, and I want to give her the world. So, baby, here's to you. I hope you say yes. I love you.
We have Walter Dickey Education Center. You may
This slushy right here. Mm-hmm.
Folks, welcome everybody. Welcome to Treehouse Videos. My name is Cole. We're working out the winemaker. This property is in our
You like it too. You like it.
Hang on, Miriam. Whatever. Let me help you with some of that stuff.
I've got it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got that, and that's open. Mine's closed at least.
Okay.
Just walk carefully up.
Oh, this is
Alright, let's go.
teeny tiny steps. Come on in, let's go in.
Look at that. It says, "Will you marry me?" inside there.
Well, I'll hold the door.
Get in.
Are you asking me? Kristen, you're kidding me.
Will you marry me?
Yes! Oh my goodness, you're an engaged woman!
Yes, you are.
Alright guys, it's been like 10 minutes since I've been engaged. I feel changed. I feel changed. Guys, thank you. Putting it together. Thank you.
Wine for you.
Okay, so there's a lot into that video. To start it off with creating the ring. First thing, just getting out of the house was the challenge. Like being sneaky and getting out of the house so that she had no idea of what I didn't want her to know, basically. I didn't want her to think I was doing anything suspicious. I didn't want to do anything that caused like what's going on.
But
But
more creative though. Like he would tell me he was going to pick up breakfast, and then the line was too long, and he had to go to a different restaurant.
the,
An hour and a half later, he'd show up with a biscuit.
well, the video starts, I say, alright, this is the second attempt. What I meant by this second attempt, the first attempt I tried to get the ring done. I ended up getting my oil change. The oil change took too long, so I ran out of time. I ran out of like open window time to go to the jewelry store. So that was the second run. The second one was obviously a success. It was quite an experience. It was a little bit overwhelming, of course, but what isn't? The day of when I actually picked up the ring, it was ready to go, but coincidentally that day, I couldn't pick it up. Because that same day we had a birthday party from one of her coworkers, Christy, which was a great fun birthday, but there was no room for me to actually go pick it up. When I went to go pick it up, the diamond wasn't even in the actual ring itself, so that was the cool part for me, that they waited until I got there to actually put the diamond in. Okay, so do you want to start on the actual day?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
So there's four main things that were really hilarious, hindsight being 2020. And he'd always told me that he would never do it at a time when it was obvious. It would always be unexpected, and I certainly wasn't expecting it. And as he said, like, we went to Charlotte for his birthday. So me and my oldest sister, Rachel, in the video, had been planning a birthday party behind the scenes. So it was hilarious. We were planning two different sides of it. I had no idea. Rachel did a great job keeping it all under wraps.
Shout out to Rachel.
Shout out to Rachel, for sure. The second really funny thing, when we first started talking about getting engaged, I told him, better not do it if I don't have my nails done. So he made this whole story about how he just needed guy time, spend some time with his bro before we went into this winery this evening. And so my sister, of course, jumped in. She's like, that's perfect. We'll just go get our nails done. So I did. I had a fresh manicure, which was really cool. But then, like, watching the video afterwards, the funny thing, if I had been any more on top of looking for something awkward, my sister was so freaking kind about everything. Like, before we travel up to the treehouse, she's like, oh, let me carry some of that for you. And I was like, I've got 2 hands, I can do it myself. And then, like, once we got up there, you can hear her say, like, I'll hold the door. Hindsight being 2020, yes, she's an amazing sister, but I should have caught on and totally didn't. The funniest part, like, The whole venue is set up for a wedding. They were closing the vineyard early for a wedding. And they told a story about how 4 couples had gotten engaged and married there in the vineyard. And so when I walked up and saw the sign that said, "Will you marry me?" I thought it was for the wedding couple that was getting married that evening. So we're walking in, my sister, "Oh, the door." I walk in, "Are you asking me?" And I turn around and I see Justin on the floor and I'm like, did he fall? What happened? He was just there. He was right behind me. Is he okay? It seriously took me that long to register. Like, he is on one knee holding a ring box. And if you really watch carefully in this clip of the video, you can see when I say yes and I go to hug him, I do this number.
You do the whole hug and then you retract and you come in front and then you do that.
Whatever. I was smooth.
You do.
I got the ring off my finger so it was open for a new ring to come off.
Guys, piece of advice, if you're gonna ask your girl hand in marriage, hand in marriage. Hand needs to be well done with nails. Hand in marriage. So when I got the ring and I made the ring and I had it, I was ready. I could have asked at any moment, at any time, but then I got into a car wreck. It was a scary car wreck. It was totaled. It was such a pain in the like, it was so difficult and it was annoying and it sucked. It wasn't a good time. So you'll see in the video that there's a red car that I drove to Charlotte. That was the rental I got just in the nick of time, in time for us to actually have the trip in Charlotte. Buying the ring, losing the car, buying a new car. You know what happens when you buy a new car. Insurance goes up, payments on the car go up. So it was kind of a tough time, but overall, I adulted and we have officially been happily engaged for an entire year at this point.
Tell them where you hid the ring for the weeks before you gave it to me.
I hid the ring in my comic book box.
He knew it was the one place I would never look because I have 0 interest in his comic
She's
books.
never gonna look in a comic book box, so I left it in a comic book box. That's our story. That is our engagement story. Other than that, yeah, that's it. Any insight? That is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our little couples intake. I finally had a guest on the show, my first guest ever. Applause, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys want to keep up on what I'm doing, of course you can follow my Instagram. Subscribe, like, share. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the other videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Had with the engagement surprise and everything else. Can you dogs go lay down?
It was kind of awkward that he just sat down and we kept talking and I didn't say anything. I was just like...
Stop touching that. You're moving the camera. What are you laughing about? You're touching it and I see it wobbling. It's like the light's already moving and stuff. Like...
But it should have been like, boom, she's here. And I'm like, hi guys, happy August. And I was just like...
Justin, delete all this. Go back to the freaking beginning. Let's start it again. Ready?